Geez, Kitty, I just got started. I don't know what it is. Every time I start the live stream, I've got to shut it down and restart every time. So, sorry about that. There was somebody logged in right away, and then I had to restart, so they took off. I guess they're back. One's watching. Hello, whoever that is. So, kind of been watching some of the RTR videos, and hey, Gavin, how cold is it out there? Well, been below freezing the last 2 weeks, but the last couple of nights it's been above. So, but not by much. Been in the high 40s, low 50s in the daytime. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to the RTR this year. I've watched a couple, three of them, and you know what? You've seen one, you've seen them all. I guess I don't know. And then I kind of been watching the weather. It's gonna be rainy and just yucky, you know. How cold is it there, Gavin? I saw something about BMW today. Now I don't remember what it was now. Oh, it was something about they're going to start using water to help their fuel mileage. Uh, into a monkey show. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, the BMW, from what I could tell, they were going to try to start using some water, some kind of a water injection or something to boost their fuel mileage. That's not new technology. That's been around for quite a while. Uh, in fact, I had an old, well, I still got a 95, some kind of a car. It's blue Hyundai. That it would get about 27 on the highway, and then I put that. There was a name for it. I put that on there, and the fuel mileage went to 56. All it does is you run a hot wire through the water from the battery, and put a hose from there to the carburetor, or to your intake for your fuel, and the electricity separates the molecules, turns it to oxygen and hydrogen, and it really boosts the power, and it really boosts the fuel mileage. They tried to do that a long time ago. There was a couple of people that tried to do that, and all of a sudden they just disappeared. I think they used to call it, a long time ago, they called it Brown's gas. BMW is a monkey show too, huh? I like that comment you made about empty suits running around. That was pretty good. But, they used to, hi, Jen. They used to run electricity through salt water, brine water, and it would produce chlorine gas, and that's how they chlorinated people's pools. And then that didn't take off either. I worked on a property where they had that. And all you had to do is just make sure that you had salt in the water in a tank, make sure they had power on it, and it would turn it into chlorine gas. There was a TV program a few years ago, too, that I can't think of the name of that one either. But I tell you, they tried to do an experiment of hydrogen, putting hydrogen directly into a carburetor on a car, and it blew up. Well, of course it did when you dump, straight hydrogen into a running motor. Duh. Yeah, I understand that, Gavin. But yeah, it boosted my fuel mileage on it. Gave it a lot more power. It's clean. There's no pollution from it. Chinese had that car for a long time, but they can't sell it in the U.S. They won't let them. Yeah, pretty much. Hello, Devil Travels. Yeah, there's been a few people left, haven't there? I think some of them just go so they can do a video, say, see, I made it, and then they leave. Well, if you take water and you inject electricity through it, it'll turn it into a mixture of oxygen, hydrogen. And then you pump that, you just let it, be vacuumed into the fuel intake that's metered, of course. And it boosts your fuel mileage and the power. Hi, Larry. Hi, Evelyn. Where was you, Larry, last week? You playing hooky, huh? Okay. I understand that. Old man nap. Evelyn, you have internet trouble a lot. Maybe you should be doing something about that. Yeah. I bet you remember some of that too, don't you? I guess it's probably been 7 or 8 years, maybe 10. They were trying to get that started. Run 12-volt electricity through the water on cars and inject the gas. I don't need a recliner to fall asleep. I can just fall asleep anywhere. And like I said, Gavin, that kind of creeped me out, I think. Not that I haven't done that. You remember waking up to the test signal after midnight when the TV went off air? I've done that. Well, once it started, though, it was good. You had to meter the amount of power, and then you had to meter how much was injected into the carburetor. So, of course, the more power you put in there to it, the more gas it would create, and then it would start to boil really bad, and it had to do a lot of tweaking to get it to work right. Yeah, that's right, Gavin. And then that poem about the jet pilot. There's a name for it. I can't think of the name of it. They slipped the burly boundaries of Earth or something like that. Yeah, so what, Evelyn? And thanks a lot. Larry? Not good. Family Channel. Did you get onion rings, at least? Oh, yeah. Well, sure, as soon as the big oil companies figure out that there's somebody working that, they're gonna put a stop to it. That's what happened to old man Brown. At least that's what I read. He tried to sell that as an add-on, I guess, and oil companies run him off. It's gasoline, Larry. Minivan Mike just uploaded a video. I think he's still out there at the RTR. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to be that way, but YouTube just announced that they're going to start cracking down on some of it. Yeah, everywhere in the United States is lower than we are right now. We're still at 275. Just stupid. I don't know what propane was. I hadn't figured it out, but it was $30 for 7 gallons. So, guys, do the math on that. Down there in Texas, Daredevil, Devil Travels. Like, you've told me your name several times, and I can't remember what it is now. But, that's nothing new. 289 in Vegas. That's yep. Yeah. In Texas. Yeah, like I said, it was $29.80 something cents. So, figure $30 for 7 gallons. Wasn't that way last year. I remember it was $2 a gallon up on the rim year before last. Where's Lily? Hey, kitty. There she is. Come on. Somebody wants to see you. Come on, Larry wants to see you. Are you avoiding me? Come here. You little... Come here. Come on. Come over here. No way. She's going to sit and stare at me now. If you want that T word, you're going to have to come over here. Nope. Now at the moment, Devil Travels. It's been pretty cold up there on the rim. They got about 2.5 feet of snow, and they're looking to get some more here in the next couple of days. Or next week, I guess. Speaking of, I got to turn the heater on. Hang on. Come here. Come on. Come here. Away. I'm not sure if they sell it in this area. They've got a Tractor Supply, but I'm not sure they sell propane. No. You got that right. But have you looked at the weather report? It's going to be rain, lots of rain. Of course, you know me. Somebody says Arizona, and I think rim country. Okay, she's sneaking up. She's sneaking up. Nope, she's going to hide under the table now. Yep, that's what it is, Gavin, Mr. Buddy. I had to take the one out of the big buddy out of the pottery shed. It was pretty cold because this little one just didn't cut it. I had to get the two of them going. Had some snow in D.C. I kind of watch Fox News, and they had a camera out there. They were interviewing some people, and it sure was pretty with the snow. Hey, Dan. You got that right. Click of the AC. More like a thud and then a roar. I plan to be on the rim at that point, though. I did try to get out there to play in the clay a little bit, but it was just so cold, and the water was cold, and it's wah wah wah. I'm gonna have to wait till the sun comes up for a few days and warm things up out there. Been cloudy and windy. Yeah, most of you Easterners, that's what you think. No, I haven't heard a thing, Larry, on Alan. Now, I don't know what the deal is with him. He says he'll update, on that, and then he doesn't, and I'll send him an email, and he'll respond to it once in a while, and so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. Back when I was driving, Evelyn, the I was just going to say something about humidity, Chin. I remember waking up in the mornings and in the sleeper in the truck in around the Miami Beach area in that area there, and everything was all fogged up. You couldn't see out of the windows. All the buildings were, you couldn't see in the windows. Everything was all fogged up. Maybe. Maybe, devil. It's not Chris. It's Anthony. I asked you what your name was last time, and you said it was Chris, so I was calling you Chris. And then when I went to look at your channel, your name's Anthony. No, he doesn't. He doesn't feel well at all, Larry. I think I said, yeah, he wants to sell his trailer, and said he doesn't even feel like going out there. It's just too hard on him to get around. So, hey, Ren, you still out there at the RTR, or did you take off too? Okay, I thought you were messing with me. I thought you was messing with me, Chris, because now I remember Chris, but not the Anthony. Oh, I thought you did a video from there. Or didn't you say you were going? I don't know. I slept since yesterday. Well, just as long as we don't call you late for dinner, everything should be all right. Is that right? Hi. I got you. I got you that time, didn't I, huh? Yeah. I got you that time. Tell everybody hi. Say hi. Wow, not yet. Not yet. No, not yet. Tell everybody you said hi. Say hi. Yeah. Hey, sweetheart. No, not. Yeah? Okay. Now you went down? Okay, now she went down. Okay. Get away from the heater. Smells like burned hair. Gotta give her a treat now. There you go. Come over here, away from the heater. Come on. There you go. Diva, boy, she is a diva. Can tell when she wants down to, because them back claws come out. Right in my leg every time. That means I want down. I want down now, Dad. It's your first warning. You have a desert cabin? Yeah. Cool. I wish I had a cabin somewhere. That would be nice. I'm really fortunate. I'm not allergic to much. I'm allergic to, jeez. Tylenol. I can tolerate one, and then about an hour later I can take the other one. If I take two, I just sit around and itch and scratch, and oh man, it just drives me nuts. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Gavin. You're right. Tiny house, and it's dang tiny. Four-wheelers equals alien transport vehicles. Yeah, when I first got it, Gavin, yeah, I was out in the motorhome a lot, and then I got the truck and the camper, and I had a hard time getting used to it. And I'd made a couple of videos where I just couldn't stand it. You know, it was just so small. But then the last couple of years, it's I guess I've just gotten used to it. I like it now. I can just about reach everything, you know, from the table. My favorite thing to say, though, is, you know, rolling out of bed in the morning takes on a whole new meaning. I haven't paid much attention to those, so I'm not sure what you're talking about, the razor. I just know they make a lot of dust. Got to get me something cold to drink. Be right back. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, devil. I know I can clean up and not even have to move from the table. Can almost do dishes. Good idea, Gavin. Yeah, I'd look forward to that. There's a few of them around here that do that too. Put them on trailers. Okay, Evelyn, hurry back. Hey, Chin, you still freezing up? Does anybody else's computer freeze up when they log into the live stream here? Is there a problem with that? I know Evelyn has a problem, but I think that's her internet. And that's what irritates me. Devil, is they do that on the dirt roads, and and then dust everywhere and all that stuff. Just grouchy old men. Yeah, Chen's been having a problem lately with locking up. He's had to leave and come back a few times. Yeah, the ex will do some rock hunting every now and then. She likes to paint faces and stuff on them, what they call it, geocaching. Hide them. People find them and then they re-hide them and that kind of stuff. How you like that iPhone 8, Larry? Yeah, I saw the radar. Ran pretty heavy rain in spots. I wonder if the RTR is getting flooded out. Yeah, I know you do, Ran. Make some pretty cool jewelry. She might be. I haven't been putting gas in her broom lately, so she's not very talkative lately. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. Well, they're supposed to be getting some pretty good rain there, I guess. I've seen some pretty good wood burning stuff too, Chen. I know you do that once in a while. So I went out to the camper today and kind of straightened it up. Kind of got things together. I'm just, itching to get back out there. So, separating all the wires and all that, they all get bunched up at the end of the season. They get wadded up and thrown in a corner and and all that. So I've been trying to straighten some of that stuff out. And, to get the wireless microphones all out and all that. Checked on the freezer, it's still working good, so. It's funny, it gets just as dirty sitting there in front of the house as it does out in the boonies. Dusty and, and all that. Yeah, I've got a 6X. Larry, I liked it. Yeah, you're right. Well, that's there at the last. I was starting to get a lot of rain up there on the mountain, and You know, I keep rubbing the top of that microphone. I'm sorry. It itches my hand. It probably makes all kinds of racket. But yeah, I had to run the generator just about every day last time I was up there. A couple of pretty good computers on my Amazon site, Chen. Hint, hint. What's it mean when your hands itch? The palm of your hand itches? That means you're going to get money or something? Yeah, it's a Yeti Pro. Ran. Yeah. Yeah, that's strange, Gavin. I don't know, Jim, because you remember you boosted it up and it was still doing it. I just got that email just now, Gavin. There's the tone. Yeah, that's a good idea. Try that, Chin. Delete the cache. You're not using Internet Explorer, are you? I use Firefox myself. I like it a lot better than Internet Explorer. What are you using? Yeah, the Amish are the original boondockers, Gavin. I was living in Ohio for just a little short time, 3 or 4 months, and there was a lot of Amish people around, and we'd see the black buggies and horse buggies around, and that it was pretty cool. Not very friendly people. They stare at you when you drive by, but using Chrome. I don't know anything about Chrome. I don't use it at all. I tried to download it and use it once, and it was just too confusing for me, so I got rid of it. Okay, Rand, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, probably. They used to have such a really good reputation for, building furniture and that was very well built. It would last forever. Hey, Della, you want to help Chinwag? Because I can't remember how to do it. I'd have to go explore, to clear the cache. One good way to clear the cache is write a big check. That'll clear cache real quick. That's as much as I know about it. Is he still here? I know it's in the settings there somewhere, Chen, but like I said, I don't know anything about Chrome, so just have to poke around, I guess. Okay, yeah, thanks, Devil. Find your tools menu, Chen. So I'm really hoping this year was just a fluke. Last year with all of the people up there, because the big part of the forest was closed. So I'm hoping I don't have to start looking for another spot. You guys may have seen that one of the last videos I did where the tree fell. That was in my favorite spot. I'm thinking about taking the bed out of the camper and putting an air mattress in. Sand the frame down real good, for get rid of the splinters and the rough wood and all that. Put an air mattress in there. That old mattress that's in there is probably the original one. It's pretty lumpy and springs are popping through, and so yeah, I definitely need to do something about that before I go out again. Yeah, maybe. That'd be good. I expect him to close it at some point, but it was closed for a long time last year. I mean, they do close it But not, I shouldn't say close it. They'll they'll go into stage 2, which means no campfires, and that kind of stuff. But you can still camp. But they were actually, gated off, and they had roads closed with big logs across it. You couldn't go through them at all. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good, Gavin. I was thinking about that today too, Gavin. That I did a video last year, I guess it was, where all those people came right in and parked all around me. Well, that was partly my fault, is because Alan had that 26-foot trailer, so I had to. We had to park where he could get that in and out, so that left a lot of room around us. And then when he left, I was sitting there in that big old spot by myself. So, there's 2 or 3 spots up there that I like, but I do like my favorite one. There's a couple of trees that look like they might be ready to fall, so I'll check it out when I get back up there. But to look at it, it was still pretty green. The one that did fall, it was still pretty green. It had some dry sides on it, but when it fell, man, it was just rotted really bad on the inside. Now they've got these beetles, I guess, what they call them, pine beetles or something. They're killing some pine trees up there. And then the Tono National Forest, they're starting to close some areas as well because of the trash. People are just trashing, everything. And now they're going to start closing some of them, I guess, until further notice. Huh. Well, that's making your own, Gavin. Oh, is that right, Devil? I know him and Bob Wells weren't getting along too well here a couple of weeks ago. And then that other one, little something on the I can't think of his name. His name's Rob. I know he talks a lot about the negatives of the boondocking. Yeah, that was my problem last year too. Devil was my back and then my knee. I couldn't make my knee comfortable. Gavin, I thought you were going to tell us that joke about how can I put this? There's a certain group of people that they can't understand that they'll take a blanket and cut what is it? Cut 6 inches off the bottom and put it on the top, and they can't figure out why it's not longer. That American Native guy told me that. It's a joke. Well, yeah, I hope it doesn't get any worse. Boondocking areas, that is, I can imagine what they look like now, with the government shut down. We're not supposed to do politics, but, if there's nobody around to stop them from doing it, then, you know what I mean? Of course, to some people, it doesn't make any difference anyway, so. One of the tribes did a video here not too long ago about a bunch of them got together and cleaned up some areas. They had a couple of big dumpsters full, all kinds of stuff that they had picked up and cleaned up and piled up. Aja is her name, and I can't think of her channel name now. It's the same thing, isn't it, Gavin? About? Now, the area that I camp in, Devil. We've talked about it before, and normally it's absolutely pristine up there. Once in a while you'll find some stuff, a can or two or something like that. But last year it was just, oh man, it was really bad. Used baby diapers around and broken portable toilets laying around up there, and it's just stupid. Pandemonium, that's it, Gavin. Yeah, they did a video of them cleaning up someplace. I couldn't believe all the trash that they got. Two big dumpsters full. Yeah, was it in Ehrenberg? You changed your name? Hey, Backwoods. I guess in the state of Missouri, Gavin, they're closing a bunch of state parks and other areas because of the trash. That's a good thing, Chris. Little House on the Road, I think that's the name of that YouTube channel. His name's Rob, and he talks about how people are trashing the parks and and all that. I used to think that he was really a negative person because it just seemed like that's all he ever talked about. But I believe now that there was a method to his madness. A lot of people go out there, with stars in their eyes and all that. They think that it's going to be just perfect, going to live out in the forest, and they're really surprised when they get out there and things aren't like they thought it was going to be. Oh man, you were still standing? Yeah, I agree with that, Gavin. I really do. I think I've said it before that uh, it used to be I could go up there and I could sit in the same spot for 2 months at a time and maybe see one or two rangers go by and they don't even look at you. They just go right on by. But last year, there was a bunch of them up there. There's always one or two a day go by, and they were looking at you. Oh, good. Backwoods, good. That's a good deal. Get a gold star for that one. It used to, I said a little while ago I wasn't allergic to anything, but if the wind's blowing just right, I don't get it up here, but when I was in the valley, if the wind was blowing just right from the Joshua trees between Phoenix and Vegas, I'd get the sniffles, and the stuffy nose and that. So I can't say I guess I'm not allergic to anything. Pretty much. Pretty much, Devil. I believe that. So I always take a trash bag before I leave and pick up everything that I left if I can find it. And I keep a trash can, and the trash goes in the can and goes in the bag. It gets wrapped up, and I take it out with me. But I always clean up the camp area. Now, I cleaned up what I could in that one area there, but I mean it was just way too much to try to do that by myself. They need a crew out there to clean that mess up. Not sure about the other forests, but I know the Sitgraves National Forest in Arizona, if they catch you with a campfire, during the restrictions, it's a $5,000 fine apiece. Whoever's standing around the campfire is going to get fined. And they need to expand that into, people that are trashing the forest. Well, I don't know, Chris. I wouldn't tell my ex something like that. I can tell you that. Hey, Richard. Yeah, I agree. I can remember really, really good times up there, up in the mountains, in the forest, and that. Now, with the invention of the all-terrain vehicles and all that, I call them alien transport vehicles. It's just not so much fun anymore, Yeah, I remember that. He was standing there with tears running down his face. That's all right. Good old boy. I read it. I saw it, but YouTube blocked it. So, but yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Younger people. Thank you, Gavin. That's nice. That's a good idea, Gavin. I mean, it was nothing to see chain gangs all the time out on the road, Put them in them buses and take them out there and let them camp out and clean up. Howdy, good old boy. Now that was funny. Yeah, that's right, Backwoods. You go to some of these public camping areas, with the bathrooms and that, and they're all trashed, writing all over the place, and they're just nasty. We're going to start that again, Chris. That's not going to happen. Yeah, Gavin, they're cracking down on it. In fact, they just released a video about cuss words and language, and it was something else. Now they're really cracking down on us. I guess your advertisers are complaining, but you can go and watch TV and hear some of the worst language on earth. Now, I better leave that one alone, though. Yeah, you might be right on that, Backwoods. I don't think you have any rights. If you're in a prison for something that you did, I think you've lost your rights. And how can it be inhumane by having somebody pick up trash? That's all right, good old boy. We understand. Yeah, I understand that too. Gavin, wasn't there a movie about that not too long ago? Old Brother or something? Boy, don't we? Yeah, dirty diapers, I guess. I guess you could say that. I used to complain if there was a couple of cans in the fireplace, in the fire pit. Now look at it. That's right, good old boy. That was a good movie. It's all right. We don't care about spelling. Yeah, when I was flying the drone out there at the soccer field, the prisoners come out every day to clean up and empty the trash cans and clean the bathrooms and that. And there was always one or two of them that would always, come and watch me fly. Most of them are good people. They just, one guy said, he deserved what he got. He shouldn't have done it, but he did it anyway, and so now he has to pay for it. So, of course, they didn't let the real ones out. I mean, the real bad ones, Couple of, they would do it in areas. One person was in charge of this area and another one for that area, and one or two of them would hurry up and get their area done so they could come over and sit and watch the drone fly around. They'd leave them there, and then they'd come pick them up in about an hour or so. Yeah, see? And that was my point, Gavin. Why have you got your paws in the water? Are you washing your feet? What a dingy cat. Puts her paw in the water, and then licks her paw. Weirdo. You weirdo. Okay, Richard. Good luck with that. Have a good evening. Good to see you. That's pretty cool, Gavin. That's a good story. I like that one. Yeah, I know. I know she's drinking. She's silly kitty, though. And she looks at me like, yeah, so what? Yeah? Yeah, an S10's a pretty small truck, Devil. Oh, hey, C-Tap, good to see you. How's West Coast Roller doing? Haven't seen his wife lately. Are they still together? Yeah, I decided I wasn't going to go this year, C-Tap. Is it raining out there yet? Yeah, she does that every now and then. Not too often, but, I don't normally catch her doing it. But now she's, got her whole face in there. She's drinking good now, so. So I take it is raining. Now that's That's too bad that they're just friends. They met a cute couple. But, things happen. Oh, good. That's a good thing out there. Good old boy. Yeah. Have a good evening. Good to see you. Trying to stay warm. Made me think I was cold. I had to go start the heater again. Get away from there. Ding-a-ling. Use my link, CTAP? I just have to get that in whenever I can. So how long are you going to be tied up on that BMW thing, Gavin? I mean, with all the problems that you're talking about and all that. They going to get it straightened out or what? Tell him I said hi back. I followed him for a long time when he had his camper. Just first got his camper and he started doing the boondocking thing. That was fun to watch him. He was a little confused, a little camera shy. I mean, like everybody. Yeah, that Rob with that little house on the road used Luan. He built a homemade camper for his small truck, and he used Luan wood with 1x2s. It's pretty light, I guess. Yeah, that does happen, CTAP. Different degrees of insanity? Oh, no, that's intensity. Okay. Be right back. Yeah, I've never met him. He's a pretty good guy, though. I got to tell you guys a story, though. Been a few years now. He still had the van that he was riding around in, and his girlfriend, what was her name? Uh, he climbed up on the roof. And the girlfriend had got into the store, and he climbed up on the roof of the van. And when she came back, he was up on the van, and he scared her. And I was teasing him. I said, you ought to be careful with that. She's liable to go inside and lock the door. You'll be sleeping on the roof of the van. I used to watch him, see Tap back, before him and his girlfriend got together. He was in Arizona and he was working as a bartender. And he was talking about doing that full time, doing the boondocking thing full time. He was saving up money and that. He spent a lot of time camping around Arizona up on the rim country and that. He was one of the first YouTubers to get a drone too. Got to get rid of this beard pretty soon and start over. Starting to drive me batty. No, I guess he doesn't. Hey, Jimmy. That works, Jimmy. Any way we can. I guess I can say I'm full-time RVing. I live in my motorhome, and I'm plugged in, but it's just like being in an RV park. And I take the truck camper out when I go camping, so I'm full-time RVing, right? It's a stretch, but That's right. I remember now, Steve. That's right. I couldn't remember his name for nothing, Jimmy. Yeah, she'll tell me off every now and then, C-Tap. I had her in my lap a little while ago, but she didn't want to stay very long, so, the back claws come out. I want down now, Dad. This is your first warning, your only warning. What have you been up to, Jimmy? There's a few plans on the internet to build your own camper. I've seen them, but I haven't paid too much attention to them. But they might be worth looking up. All right, Jimmy, it's show and tell. Or at least tell. You can't show. Ah, you taking off, C-Tap? Good to see you. Tell everybody I said hi out there. Why don't you start doing that again, Jimmy? He was pretty good at it, doing the prepping thing. Kind of falls right in with it, boondocking. Oh, I hated that, ripping up carpet. Yeah, Gavin, you remember Google? You could do that. You could do private chats. Can't do it now. Ew, that don't even sound good. All right, peeps, I think I'm just about had it. Oops, I'll wait till you guys do the Facebook thing. There's a few cases of it around here, but not many in this area. It's pretty cold, so that stuff doesn't survive long when it's freezing all the time. Yeah, I can do that, Gavin. I'll post it on my on my channel. In the community tab. Used to be called discussions, now it's a community tab. I can do that. Give me a day or two to get downloaded and then post it up there on the channel. It's one Tiliman. And to go to the channel page and then look at the top, you'll see community tab or community. You can click on that. There's pictures and stuff in there. Not sure why that did that backwoods, but I went ahead and approved it anyway. Okie dokie, yeah, I think that's about it for me too. My dinner's still sitting on the stove, so I guess I ought to get to that. It's not really good though. She's still mad at me, so I didn't get any mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff. So So I have to go through my spiel. If you guys, shop at Amazon, be sure and use my link there. It's under the video, under this video there in the description area. I'll make a little commission if you purchase something, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. And then, of course, there's always the PayPal. If you just want to donate a little bit, that'd be great. You can buy me a beer or something. Okay, Jimmy, have a good one. Good to see you again. Glad you got to see me. What's what? Backwoods? I'm sorry, peeps. My beard is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to shave it off. I'm sitting here scratching like a monkey. Okay, Kevin, I will. And good night. Take it easy as you can. Come home, crash on the couch. Okay, that's it. Have a good night, you guys. I'll just leave it up so you can, finish your chatting and all that kind of stuff. I'll leave that up, and I'll just shut the camera and the mic off. So good night, all.